Every year, I download the latest data from the United States Historical Climate Network. The latest download includes the year 2025. The following chart images were generated from an Excel workbook. Data for the workbook was sourced from the United States Historical Climate Network, USHCN, and transformed into an Excel spreadsheet with the help of an application I wrote named Climate History. The highest number of temperature stations in the United States reached 1,218. One dataset consists of 1,218 files, each containing the maximum data for every station as average values over the years during which the station was operational. This graph depicts the average of those maximum values across all stations. The solid line represents a running average trend line, showing a warming trend up to 1936, followed by a cooling trend thereafter. This chart resembles the preceding one. However, rather than focusing on maximum values, it depicts average temperature values. The pattern observed with average values is more complex, showing an upward trend in average temperatures until the 1930s, followed by a cooling phase until the 1970s, then a warming period until the 2000s, and concluding with a cooling trend. An alternative to graphing raw temperature values is to depict the percentage of days exceeding a specific temperature threshold. In this chart, I illustrate the proportion of days with temperatures above 90 degrees Fahrenheit. The trend line indicates a rising percentage up to the 1940s, followed by a decline until the 1970s, and finally a relatively stable trend extending to the present. This chart resembles the preceding one. However, the threshold temperature is set at 95 degrees Fahrenheit rather than 90 degrees. The trend line remains comparable, though it is noteworthy that the extreme values have declined since 1936, a period referred to as the Dust Bowl. I considered it important to chart the quantity of temperature stations across the United States since the inception of these records. The United States Historical Climate Network continues to preserve 1,218 data files corresponding to each station, despite the reduction in the number of stations to fewer than 800. This image displays the appearance of each station file. These are basic text files and do not employ contemporary formats such as JSON, XML, or CSV. There are 1,218 files for each of the maximum, minimum, and average data sets, resulting in a total of 3,654 data files. The Climate History application consolidates 3,654 data files into a single comma-separated values file compatible with Excel. Once imported into Excel, the data can be readily analyzed and utilized to generate the charts demonstrated in this video. My objective was to examine the raw data that the United States has been gathering for over 100 years and to graph it in a way that clearly reveals temperature trends. The internet has demonstrated that opinions on climate change differ significantly. However, the data presents a distinctly clear conclusion. Temperature trends do not correspond with the rise in carbon dioxide levels observed over the past century.